Welcome to the Artist Loft, the talk show for all artists. Join us each show as we spotlight a variety of different creatives, hosted by the Florida Arts Network, with Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.
Hey everybody,
guys, how are you?
We're back with another episode of the Artist Loft. I'm Richard Sosa.
Frank Ruffolo.
Yeah, and we are going to have a special guest today. We are going to introduce
Right off the
him.
boat.
Yeah, right off the boat. He may have, in fact, he may have tried stopping your yacht at some point to rob it. He's a pirate. Arr! So before we get started, we just wanted to talk a little bit about something that Florida Arts Network has going on. October 4th, October 24th.
24th.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm a hot mess right now. We're going to be having our 4th annual Rose Warner Award Show. The categories for this year are going to be Best Performer in a Music Video and Best Director for a Music Video. And so we want people to nominate those performers and those music videos that you guys like. It's kind of like what is it?
Like a People's Choice Award.
Yeah, People's Choice Award kind of thing, right? And we're doing this every year. And so, but we need the nominations. And then the top 5 nominations are going to be voted on, and then we will be giving the award at the show. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to have some performers there, you know, for entertainment. We're going to be showing all the different videos and stuff. And it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, so go to our website, www.floridaartsnetwork.org. Follow the directions on how you can submit the video you want to have all the people vote on. Vote for the video and then buy tickets and come out and join the fun.
Yep. It'll be fun. All right. So now getting to our guest. His name is George Varona, but he and I are doing a movie together, and in the movie his name is going to be Johnny Deep, right? Yes, it's a parody, right? He's going to be Johnny Deep. I'm going to be playing Steven Spielberg. If I had a baseball cap on, you'd definitely see the resemblance there. But yeah, George, thanks for being on the show today.
Nice being here. I'm a special guest.
Yes,
You're the special guest?
Yes,
sure.
he's special. we were supposed to have John Heumann, who is directing the film that we're doing, but he's actually stuck on set today. So he couldn't get away. It was kind of a last minute thing. So, but we'll have him on the
We'll have
show.
him back.
Yeah, first chance we get. So
Yeah, he's a very talented director.
yeah, he really is.
does amazing
He
work.
really is.
Yeah.
So, George, how did you start doing this? You know, with the whole Johnny Depp
I'm
thing.
not sure what the disc was.
Yeah, this. How'd you start? I'm
all-
Cuban. I
all
talk
this.
with my hands. You know this.
Because I was doing that, not this.
Okay.
I was
See that?
at the Fort Lauderdale Air and Sea Show, and a couple of years back, I think 2016, a young lady approaches me and says, "Oh my God, you look like Johnny somebody." I really didn't know. I wasn't a follower. And then it happened again and again. So then I thought, well, let me just put a fedora on and the sunglasses. And it kept happening more and more. And that's how I met my director, John. Because I was at a bar, I walk in, and his mother-in-law says, "Mira, ahí entro, look, there comes in Johnny Deep." So he follows me to the back bar and with my wife. And I could tell he's kind of looking at me. He's going to approach me. He came up, and I asked him, "So what happened?" "Well, you came in." She said, "Johnny Deep." And I kind of bought it. "You're a little taller, you know." And then I looked under your sunglasses, and you have blue eyes, and I said, "You mean baby blue eyes?" and and so I'm an artist. I showed him my paintings, and he says, "Well, I'm a filmmaker. Let's exchange numbers." And this little COVID thing got in the way, slowed everything down. But we've been on it. We've shot about half of the film. It's an amazing experience.
Yeah, and it's funny because the way that I met John was I had auditioned for a commercial, and he really liked me, and he even called my agent and told him, "Don't send any more people. We got our guy." But then corporate, for some reason, wanted to go in a different direction. But one of the comments that John made was, he goes, "You know, you look a lot like Steven Spielberg." And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I get that. I get that all the time, right?" And so now, George and I are doing this film together with John, and he's going to be playing Johnny Depp, and I'm going to be playing Steven Spielberg. So it's a parody, it's a comedy, it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to doing that.
Do you know basically what's happening in the movie is what happens is I'm an artist, I'm a musician, and I run away from home. My wife is showing me the bills. You know, you're not paying the bills, and I go, I can't help it. It's not me. It's the gallery. It's the music. It's not getting paid, but I'm doing the work, but I'm not getting anything for it. So I decided, I gotta follow and pursue my dreams. I have to leave, and I told my daughter, but I'll be back. So my plan is to come back, but I need to find my way and follow my dream. So on the way out there, I get run over. I end up in the hospital. I have no memory. Doctors come over. He goes, he doesn't know who he is. And the guy next to me is a mafioso who's been beat up. And he's in the hospital. And he looks and he sees me and he goes, "Oh my God, he looks just like so-and-so." So then he comes up with an idea. They kidnap me out of the hospital, take me to a warehouse, fill me up with information because he knows he's got no memory. After a couple of days or weeks or whatever, they get me ready and primed. They go, "You ready to go, Johnny?" I guess so, let's go.
Yeah.
And then they sell me off as Johnny. Somewhere along the line, I start getting my memory back and go, I don't believe I am who they say I am. So, I read the story, the script, and I go, that was perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be, but you have a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff, though.
I have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's the impression that you've given me anyway.
Yes. Yeah, it is. And it's like I did promise John this. I can promise you this will be the best movie I've ever made.
Yeah.
Never made one. So.
It's the only movie you've ever made.
And
that's
I'm looking
hysterical.
at the positive side of it. And, but the experience is amazing, and what it takes to make a film, and how involved in all aspects of it. It's very complicated. For 2 minutes on the screen, it's like, I don't know, felt like 45 hours to shoot this stuff. So yeah, it's very intense.
Most people don't realize how much work goes into doing a film and how many people are involved. You go on a set and they're just people all over the place, and this guy's going here, this guy's doing that, and this, all this stuff is going on. I like to call it organized chaos because it looks like chaos, but everybody knows what they're doing, and it's hours and hours and hours for a couple of minutes. Yeah. So for every minute on film, you can bet that there was about 10 hours of work on the film.
And then all those things that go wrong that you weren't planning on. Well, those are great.
That's where the blooper reel comes in.
Yeah.
Well, when we have John Heumann back there, we got to bring George back and have him bring some of his paintings in because the man's an amazing artist. He's unbelievable.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If you Google Jorge Luis Varona artist, my paintings that have sold at auction will come out. And then, can I share my Instagram?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Jorge Luis Varona artist is my Instagram, and that you'll see my artwork. I started I was 22 when I really started to study art, but I always knew I had a gift. And when at Miami Coral Park High School, I was top of my class. I was a top 5%. But and my dad is CPA, so I tried that for a year, and I said, "Papi, I don't like this." He goes, "Well, you can't do it because you won't enjoy it." So somewhere, and then so I went from that. I went to architecture, and I went to art, and so I didn't know if I was going to alphabetically end up in zoology. It was going to be very expensive. But anyway, so I work hard because that's what I feel I have a lot of talent. God gave me a lot of talent. But I also feel like, well, what are you going to do with it? Squander it? Or do you want to make money doing something else? What's important to you? And creation is what's important to me. But it's also very difficult because then when you have a family and maybe they didn't sign up for that, and a son, and then you want them to have things that they need, and you're like, we should spend on this. So it's a very difficult way, but getting there.
But if I recall, you were approached about doing art before when you were younger, but you considered it was just a hobby for you.
Yeah, I just saw it as a hobby, and I do, once a year I draw a little something, or my parents want me to do something that I can put up on the wall, but I never, it's just, everything I do though, I just feel like, don't teach me how to act, don't teach me how to sing, don't teach me how to draw. I'm going to figure it out, because that's, nobody taught me the techniques and how to achieve what I do with my art. I've always felt like I need to I don't know why. Yeah. I need to find everything my way. Yeah, and I'll pick out things and suggestions that you get, makes sense. But I need to find my way of doing everything.
Yeah, and I think a lot of creatives are like that. It's like, yeah, people can tell you different things. When I've studied, improv, character development, all those different things that you study in acting classes. Yeah, it's great to hear these suggestions, but if I'm not feeling it, if I can't figure it out for myself, it's not going to work.
That's right. Writing the same way. If you don't feel it, it doesn't make any difference what anybody says. It's got to come from you.
The key that you got to figure it out, because when you're there and you go, all right, what's the situation? We'll figure it out. You can't go, wait a minute, somebody tell me, what should I do? You've got to figure. With paintings, I have friends that are fabulous painters, but they can only get to a certain level. Then they bring me the painting, I make a list. I go, oh, that's very good. You could change this here. I make a list. They come back like a week later, made the changes. Wow, I see a difference. I think you got it. I go, wait. I think you could do it. And then I come up with another list. And they go, after you tell me, I see what I need to do. They don't have the sight to see that. Yeah. So they feel like they're just restricted. And my paintings take a long time. And what's good about that is because I can still find problems in my work. Until I can't find a problem. Once I can't find a problem, I figure, okay, I can't go any further. That's it. But that's the great thing about it. And any of the arts you do, if you can find what's wrong with it, you can go a little step higher, a little higher. But if you can't find anything wrong with it, that's it. That's where you stay.
Well, it's like writing. When you write, the story never ends. That just happens to be where you ended it in the book.
Yeah.
But the story really never ends.
Yeah. And you have to be really careful when you're critiquing yourself, because a lot of people kind of take it a little too far, and instead of critiquing, what they're doing now is they're criticizing themselves. I have heard some brilliant actors watch themselves on a screen and go, "Oh, I suck." I'm like, no, you don't suck. You're an amazing actor, amazing actress. Yes, maybe you could have done something a little differently with your character, and look at it and go, okay, well, next time my character is in a situation like this, I'll do it this way, right? Yeah. But it's also important to do positive reinforcement as well. So when you see your work, when you whether it's on screen or on a canvas or wherever it is, if you see something that you really like about your work, say, wow, I really like the way I did that. I really like the way I burst into the room, in that scene, or whatever it is. I think positive reinforcement
Yeah.
is super,
Yeah.
super important for artists.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why, like, with my art, I'm used to seeing my art, but with this film thing, I'm not used to my voice. Nobody likes their voice. I find it difficult. Different angles. I look like that? I didn't know that. And then the other thing is with my art, I can always retouch. I still have control. Once we shoot something and it was, you go, you can't do it again. I know, but I would like to have done it a little different. Can't do it again. So I can imagine I'm never, like, when I see this film, I might be going, I could have done this. I would have done that. The director wanted me to do this. I wanted to do that. All those things, because it's out of my, when I paint, I'm in full control.
Yeah.
It's up to me when the whole thing. Now it's not.
No, now it's not. Now
No.
it's the director and the editor.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
the ones that are
yeah,
going to decide.
Yeah. So
you
then
know.
what you have is, as long as you feel like, I put out what I thought was my best for this time at the level or where you are, and appreciate it for that. Because I know my first painting compared to my last painting, since 1977, it's changed a bit. So you can see those changes, and you need that time for growth. It takes a long time.
Yeah.
But I hope to hit this running from the start
Yeah.
with that Jack Sparrow
Yeah.
Sparrow.
Yeah, it's a new experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. And you're doing a great job. I've been on set, when they've been filming some of your scenes, and you're doing it, man.
But let me tell you, the difficult part for me is, like, I got to remember those lines exactly, because we're going to shoot from here, from there, from there. Exact same lines. And then it's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to run over your lines, so I have to learn what's your last lines, give it a little space, give it a beat, and then know when to come in, and then go, well, remember, you're supposed to also act and feel like part of it. So, but I did realize after you've done it like 100 times, you do feel a little more comfortable with it.
Yeah, yeah, because it's supposed to be like regular conversation.
Yes.
And there are times where in regular conversation, you're talking over each other, and all this other stuff. So if something like that happens, and it's like, oops, I didn't realize that he still had a little bit more in his
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
That's when if it looks natural and it goes with the scene, the director may let it go.
Right.
Yeah, if he doesn't, then it'll be like, all right, cut. All right, everybody, back to one. Then you just do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when the script supervisor's like, oh, okay, no, not that one, not that take.
Yeah.
So, do we have?
Commercial? I'm
Yes.
not sure. Yes.
Yes, we have a commercial.
Yeah. We'll have a brief break, I guess.
Yep. So we're going to take a really quick break. And then we're going to come back with George, Johnny Deep, Varona.
Got to go to the little pirate's room.
Gotta go to the little pirate's room.
The poop deck.
Oh boy. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
got
think we
me.
could probably do this all day long. But let's spare our viewers, some of the jokes. And then I wanna talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you've done as a.
Are you taking a commercial break?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So got to call it. I was just waiting for it to come up. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. I know I'm such a rookie with this talk show thing. All right. So we're gonna break for a commercial, and we'll be back in a few.
Ever needed a good read? Maybe a book to keep your mind off things. Frank A. Ruffalo is an internationally known author and accomplished screenwriter. He's written many successful novels with amazing stories. Fiction adventures like The Lady of the Harbor, The Trihedral of Chaos, Gabriel's Chalice, 10048, and many more. For more information, visit www.frankaruffalo.com, or you can find Frank Ruffalo on Amazon.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of fun on this show. We
Sometimes
really
too
do.
much fun.
Yeah, sometimes too much fun. And you know, it's like I have this clock right in front of me, but I still, you know, I lose track of time, and we're almost out of time. So real quick, just a little bit about the movie.
Okay,
one more time.
We've shot half of the movie. We're trying to help, get a little more financing to keep it going.
Yeah.
But it's a labor of love, and everybody in there is really like, we're going to get this done. We're going to have this done.
Yep.
And I also didn't get to tell you about my singing. I do a little singing too.
Yeah, he's a man of many talents.
Quite a few things.
Yeah.
And at a late age, I didn't start all these things.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of.
Hey, you know what? It starts when it starts.
That's what it is.
But
Yes.
everybody keep your eyes open for news about In the Deep
Yes.
with George Varona
As Johnny D.
as Johnny Deep. John Heumann is going to be the director, or
Yes.
he is the director for
Yes.
the film.
Yeah.
All right. George, hey, thanks so much for being on
Thank
our
you.
show. Really appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
buddy.
Yep.
I want to thank
Thank
all
you.
of you. Thank you. Thank you, Frank.
All right. All right. So, as we mentioned, October 24th, Florida Arts Network is going to be hosting the Rose Warner Award Show. And we want people to nominate music videos. Nominate your favorite performer in a music video and nominate your favorite music video. It might be two different things, or it might be the same video. You know, it doesn't matter. Just, but let us know. If you go to our website, which is floridaartsnetwork.org, there's a tab that says Fan Events. Go there, and right there up at the top, it's going to give you all the information that you need to know, how to submit. You know, got a little PDF that you can open up, or if you want to help sponsor us. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. If you are looking for, if you're looking for a tax break, you know, or if you own a business and you want to promote the business and do some good at the same time, we are here to promote the arts. Again, hit us up on either through the website, or you can email us at floridaartsnetwork@gmail.com. So we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to seeing your submissions. And
We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Yep. Until next time, everybody have a great night.
Ciao.
Thank you for watching The Artist Loft. Make sure to tune in next time for another great show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by the Florida Arts Network with your hosts Richard Sosa and Frank A. Ruffolo.